Rocky and I was having a conversation, sitting here, talking about kids, and I just want to speak this morning to parents, with grown kids, all you parents with grown entitled kids, and I just want to shout out all the parents this morning that did their very best to make sure that your kids have everything they need, from toiletries to clothes to school uniforms, sports, and back and forth to basketball practice, football practice, trying to get dinner, trying to wash, fold clothes, or whatever, only for your kid that you make sacrifices for to grow up. And I tell you that you wasn't there for me, and you didn't do enough stuff for me, and you didn't do this, and you didn't do that, or whatever. I want to free you today and let you know that you are awesome. And if don't nobody appreciate you and know the struggle, I do, and I understand. And I just want to empower you today to not feel guilty about having to work. I don't care what these damn kids say or whatever. Military people, people that's in the military, have to go overseas to Afghanistan, Iraq, or Japan, or anywhere else to fight a war or be stationed and be gone for months at a time. And you got some kids around here complaining and griping or whatever because you gone, for a weekend or whatever. And no matter what your situation is with your kids or whatever, they start feeling that way and getting older, or somebody get in their head and start talking them against you. Go to bed with confidence that you did everything you could do to be the best parent you can be. And we're not talking about perfection, because it ain't no perfect parent. Now, I know I'm not perfect, but to have kids sit there and I don't feel like you love me, letting people run all these damn mind games on you, and they got everything that got so psychological and clinical to common sense has been thrown out of the window. My granddaddy just wasn't having it. And it ain't a damn thing wrong with the way my grandparents raised me. They did the best they could with what they had. And God rest their soul. I tried to run that mess on my granddaddy one time. My granddaddy grabbed me and put me up against the door and had me around my neck when I was 19. I tried it. You understand? I just want you to feel confident and go to bed, and you don't owe these kids nothing. Especially these grown Negroes you done got braces for, and then worked and scrapped and worked all night and worked extra jobs to do what you can for your kids, only for them to grow up and turn out the way some of them have turned out, making the decisions that they make, and you try to teach them the right way to do things the right way, how to be a man, how to be responsible, and not just by giving them everything. You made them get out there and cut the grass and do chores and try to make a man out of them. Some of them just choose bad. Some of them just choose bad. Some of them choose to smoke weed. Some of them choose to drink. Some of them choose to go left when you say go right, just because they want to do something different and they want to do what they want to do. So I want to free you today and tell every good, hard-working parent that who your child didn't turn out the way that you hoped for. And I'm not saying give up on them or whatever, but you don't have to be harassed or abused. You can block their ass if they sending crazy text messages and doing things and being disrespectful. Hey, create space for yourself, because you got other kids. You got nieces and nephews that's out there doing the right thing and trying to do stuff. You got a nephew that don't have a dad. Go help him. You got a kid down the street that don't have a dad. Go help him. You got a niece and two kids down the street where there's no man in the household. Put all that energy and all those resources to them. Help somebody else that would appreciate, because it ain't about biological genes. It ain't. It's about who's receiving. Do you know how many text messages I get from kids that I'm not biologically connected to? Young men in their 30s that got their own business saying, thank you, Uncle Rickey, for the opportunity. Call me Unc. From rappers to NBA players to NFL. I was in Miami and you should have saw Derrick Henry running at me full speed to give me a hug. And just to show you how impact, like yours don't have to love you, but you got some folks out there that really love you and that would really, really appreciate you for just a hug and just a positive word and just being a good role model. And it seems like the one that you ain't did nothing for are the ones that appreciate you the most. The ones you ain't gave nothing to, ain't bought no clothes for, ain't paid no tuition for. Those are the ones that appreciate you the most. Appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. I love you. I was just thinking about you. And got a niece down there in Houston that's a optometrist, whatever. She operate on your eyes or whatever. And just texting all day yesterday. I just love you. I just appreciate you. And this is my niece from a divorce on my ex-wife's side that still embraced me and just remembered how I treated her when she was 2 and 3 years old or whatever. And I'm telling y'all, man, God restores and replaces. Stop being obsessed with your biological gene kids that don't appreciate you and get with somebody that absolutely love you. I got somewhere to go if I get sick and can't get up and go to the bathroom for myself or have myself a glass of water. I got plenty of places. I'm going to have plenty of choices because I put so much out there. I got people. See, man, God replaces and restores, and I want you to know that you are loved, that somebody think enough of you, and you are not thrown away. Don't let these grown-ass kids and kids that you tried to help and tried to raise and tried to do for make you feel guilty for doing the best that you can. They can go to hell and block them from your phone, and don't let none of the energy get in your system, and take all that positive energy that you would have poured into them, pour it into somebody else that need it. God bless you, and shout out to all parents that put forth the best effort they could this morning. Shout out to you this morning. And this message is for you, and I hope you are encouraged by this and keep doing what you're doing, but go help somebody else. More Rickey Smiley, the morning show coming up.
Are you trying to go to Jamaica this summer or just fill up that gas